The running back position is one that the Minnesota Vikings have to sit back and take a long look at. What route do we want to go? What road should we go down? Should we re sign Aaron Jones, bring in the veteran who's older or on the older side? He gets hurt a lot. Or do we go into free agency? Do we pick somebody up who's maybe younger or maybe a little bit cheaper, get somebody in here to revamp the running back room? Or do we go through the draft? Do we take a guy like Cam Scatabo or Omarion Hampton, Caleb Johnson, Judkins from Ohio State? Do we go that route? Well, I'm not 100% sure what the Vikings should do. I know that we need to continue to look at that position as, or have the Vikings have to look at the position and say we need something at least long term, at least for the next 4 years, something steady, something consistent. Aaron Jones could be that guy, right? But he's on the older side. He missed a couple games this season with injuries, which has been a thing for Aaron Jones for the past couple seasons. He's always missed a couple games, at least the last 3 years of his NFL career due to injury, which is something I think the Vikings can't rely on, right? The best ability is availability. And with Aaron Jones always getting hurt, maybe it's time to look a different direction. So today we've talked about, we've already talked about the draft and how many running backs we could take a look at with a later round pick and stuff like that. But today we're going to look at the free agency market. And one face in particular has been popping up on my feeds, probably your guys' feeds as well. I've seen it all on news articles and stuff like that, which is exactly what we're going to talk about today. But Najee Harris could be a potential signing the Minnesota Vikings could make this offseason. So let's get right to it. Before we do, shout out to our affiliate partners at Green Gridiron. If you want one of these mini helmets, feel free to hit the link I have pinned in the comment section and use promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a small discount on your purchase. If they already have a current deal going on, you can actually stack this promo code to receive even more off of your final purchase. They have NFL helmets, college helmets, fully customizable ones, and they also have helmets you can wear on a football field. If that's something that floats your boat, make sure to hit that description or hit that link in the description or in the comment section and use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a small discount on your purchase. So let's get right into it. Najee Harris, could he be going to the Minnesota Vikings? Well, I'm not sure, but let's talk. The Minnesota Vikings have some under the radar needs entering the new league year, and one of them is running back. Veteran Aaron Jones had a strong debut season with the Vikings, but he has slowed by various injuries late in the season and just turned 30 in December. Now, Minnesota could certainly run it back with Aaron Jones, and that's likely the preferred outcome for both sides. But this offseason presents an opportunity for the Vikings to get younger at the running back position, either in free agency or the 2025 NFL Draft. While star prospects like Caleb Johnson and Omarion Hampton have been projected to Minnesota in mock drafts, Chris Knox of Bleacher Report predicts the team could target a potential three-down back from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Knox recently named Minnesota as a top landing spot for Najee Harris, a 26-year-old former first-round pick who just posted his fourth consecutive 1,000-yard rushing season. Here was Knox's take on the potential fit. He said, a fresh start and a foray into unrestricted free agency could be best for Harris. He's a capable dual threat back, will turn 27 in March, and should receive starter-level contract offers from running back needy teams. Najee Harris would be a sensible target for the Minnesota Vikings if they don't retain Aaron Jones. Minnesota is expected to turn the offense over to J.J. McCarthy in 2025, and the young signal caller would benefit from having a high-volume back in the fold. I would have to agree with that statement. Now, Najee Harris makes his living between the tackles. He's a bruising back at 6'1", 242 pounds, grinding out a lot of tough yards at just 3.9 yards per carry clip for his career. He's also a capable receiver, catching 74 passes as a rookie and 180 total over 68 games played. The former Alabama star has played for multiple offensive coordinators in Pittsburgh and had some of the best success early in his career operating in Matt Canada's zone rushing scheme. Now, it's possible that the Vikings could look to unlock his potential in Kevin O'Connell's offense, which features a variety of zone rush concepts. The Vikings have several offseason items to tackle, most notably safety Cam Bynum, cornerback Byron Murphy Jr., and QB or quarterback Sam Darnold, and of course, Aaron Jones. Now, Minnesota could favor bringing Jones back as the cheaper option, as Harris is likely to fetch some interest on the open market with an expected second contract in the neighborhood of $10 million per season. Now, Najee Harris is an intriguing fit, but already over 1,000 carries for his young NFL career. Running it back with Aaron Jones and doubling down in the draft feels like the most likely path forward for Minnesota. So I agree with all of that stuff, right? Najee Harris would be like not really a breath of fresh air, but it would be nice to have a guy who is young, who we could keep for 3 years, see how it works, to see if he, fits the system and stuff like that, and then move on from him later on. But then you also look at the fact that Aaron Jones is really reliable for us. He's consistent. He's good in the run game. He's good in the pass game. And we could potentially draft a young running back, right, to replace him when he leaves the Minnesota Vikings, whether that's in 1 or 2 years, right? So that's definitely one of the most likely paths the Minnesota Vikings are going to take. But there's a lot of free agent running backs to look at. I've seen J.K. Dobbins. I've seen Javonte Williams. I've seen, obviously, Najee Harris. There are also other running backs out there that the Vikings can take a look at in free agency, and I'm sure they're going to do their homework. Will it be Najee Harris the Minnesota Vikings pursue, or could it be somebody else? Or will they elect to keep Aaron Jones for 1 or 2 more years and draft a young prospect in the 2025 NFL Draft? You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. And real quick, if you want one of these backlit LED Minnesota Viking 3D logos, the link for that is in the description. And use promo code VS30 for $30 off your purchase. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and Skol Vikes.